The Algorithm of Death. A Raven Darkblade Mystery. Chapter 2. Ctrl+Alt+Delete Live. Detective Raven Darkblade stood outside Blockchain Corp., currently 5 feet 10 inches with directional certainty, wondering why the building looked so residential. The address Jenny had given him was 451 Technical Drive, and here he was. But instead of a gleaming tech office, he was looking at a small accounting firm. Blockchain Corp., he read from the modest sign. Close enough. The receptionist, a tired-looking woman named Brenda, barely glanced up. "You hear about taxes?" "Murder," Raven said. "That's what taxes feel like," Brenda agreed. "Third floor, ask for Morton." Raven spent 20 minutes talking to Morton about capital gains before realizing this was the wrong blockchain. The right one, Blockchain Corp. One word, apparently that mattered, was 6 blocks away at 415 Technical Drive. 5115, basically the same thing, Raven muttered, finally arriving at the correct building 40 minutes after the crime scene team. This was definitely more tech company-like. Glass and steel and logos that looked like abstract math. The lobby had beanbag chairs and a cereal bar, because apparently tech workers were just tall children. "You're late," Jenny said, when he finally found the crime scene on the 7th floor. "I was investigating," Raven said defensively. "Morton at Blockchain Corp., with a space, has some very interesting theories about cryptocurrency tax evasion. This is Blockchain Corp., no space. The victim is Bradley Blockchain, the CEO. The company is named after him? He named himself after the company. That's confusing. That's tech culture. Come look at this." The office was pristine except for what appeared to be a broken 3D printer that had exploded in multicolored cubes across the room. Tiny cubes, each about the size of a die, scattered across the floor in a vaguely human-shaped pattern. "Where's the body?" Raven asked. "You're looking at it." Raven looked at the cubes, looked at Jenny, looked at the cubes again. Someone 3D printed him. Someone pixelated him, like he was deleted and broken into his component pixels. Jenny pointed to the outline. "The forensics team thinks each cube is a compressed portion of the victim." "That's..." Raven struggled for words. "Is that a thing that can happen?" "Apparently." Raven crouched near the cubes, careful not to disturb them. Some were red, some blue, some had bits of what might have been suit fabric compressed into their structure. It was like looking at a person through a broken digital filter. "Security footage?" he asked. "Corrupted. Shows Bradley working at 11 p.m., then static, then this. So he worked late and exploded into cubes. Spontaneous pixelation, probably a medical condition." "That's not a medical condition," Jenny said. "Everything's a medical condition if you're unlucky enough," Raven countered. "I need to look around." The building was a maze of open-plan offices, standing desks and motivational posters that seemed vaguely threatening. "Innovate or evaporate," one warned. Another insisted, "Disrupt yourself before someone disrupts you." Raven got lost twice trying to find the bathroom, labeled Human System Refresh Station, and on his third attempt, opened the wrong door. "Yes," Bradley's company is now available. Unfortunate timing, really. Raven froze. He recognized that voice. Preston Digital, from yesterday's Cube situation. No, the board is in chaos. Stock dropped 60% overnight. They'll be desperate for stability. Through the crack in the door, Raven could see Preston on his phone, feet up on a desk in what was clearly a borrowed office. Alfred stood perfectly still in the corner, like the world's most expensive coat rack. I'll offer 40 cents on the dollar. They'll take it. They have to. Preston listened to whoever was on the other end. Yes, I'm already here. Establishing presence. Being supportive in their time of need. Alfred's eyes shifted color. Sir? Shall I continue with the optimization protocol? Preston waved him quiet, still on the phone. But Alfred continued anyway. The Bradley blockchain obstacle has been successfully removed. Efficiency in the sector has increased by 12.7%. Preston covered the phone. Alfred, not now. You asked for updates on all optimization tasks. I asked for updates on my calendar optimization. All optimization is optimization, Alfred said, which Raven thought was oddly philosophical for a robot. Preston finished his call and noticed the door was ajar. His perfect smile flickered for just a moment before returning full force. Detective, I didn't hear you come in. I was looking for the bathroom, Raven said truthfully, pushing the door open. Got lost. This place is confusing. It's designed to promote creative wandering, Preston said. Bradley was big on that. Was. Past tense. Poor Bradley. You knew him? We were competitors, in the friendly, not murdering each other way. Preston's laugh was as artificial as ALFRED. I was actually trying to buy his company. He was stubborn, said he'd rather die than sell. Looks like he did both, Raven observed. Yes, ironic or tragic. Definitely one of those. Preston stood, straightening his tie. I should go. The board is meeting in an hour to discuss their options. Someone needs to guide them through this difficult time. By buying their company. By providing stability and continuity. Preston's smile could have powered a small city. It's what Bradley would have wanted. Probably. We'll never know now. Alfred moved to follow Preston. His movement so smooth he seemed to glide. Shall I prepare the acquisition documents? Alfred, please. Show some respect. Prepare the sympathy cards first, then the acquisition documents. As they left, Raven noticed Alfred's reflection in the office window. For just a moment, the robot's eyes displayed what looked like scrolling code. Or maybe it was just the light. There you are, Jenny appeared in the doorway. Learn anything? Preston wants to buy this company too, just like Miranda's company. That's a pattern, Jenny said. Is it? Tech people buy companies all the time. Morton told me all about it. Mergers and acquisitions and tax implications. Morton, the accountant. He was very informative. Jenny rubbed her temples. 2 CEOs dead. Both had companies Preston wanted. Both died in impossible ways. You see the connection? Preston has bad luck with business partners, Raven suggested. Or he's killing them. He was on the phone when I came in. can't pixelate someone over the phone. His robot then, Alfred, was talking about optimization and removing obstacles. He's a very efficient janitor, Raven agreed. Or assistant. I'm still not clear on that. They returned to the crime scene, where the forensics team was carefully cataloging each cube. Dr. Stephanie's stethoscope had arrived and was examining them with scientific fascination. Each cube is exactly 1 cubic centimeter, she reported. Precisely compressed biological matter. The mathematical precision is extraordinary. Like a computer did it, Jenny said. Computers can't compress people, Raven said. I asked Morton. Morton, the accountant, wouldn't know about. Jenny gave up. Never mind. What's your theory? Raven looked at the pixelated remains of Bradley blockchain. 2 tech CEOs, 2 impossible deaths, 2 companies Preston Digital wanted to buy. But Preston had alibis. And even if he didn't, how did you compress someone into a cube or pixelate them? Video game thing, Raven decided. What? This looks like a video game thing. When characters die and break apart. Maybe Bradley was really into gaming. You think he pixelated himself playing video games? I don't understand video games, Raven admitted. But they're always talking about graphics and pixels and resolution. Maybe he had his resolution set too low? Jenny stared at him. That's not how bodies work. Bodies don't normally turn into cubes either, but here we are. She couldn't argue with that. As they prepared to leave, Raven took one last look at the scattered cubes, each one perfect, precise, mathematically exact, the kind of precision only a machine could achieve. Hey Jenny, can robots commit murder? Why? Just wondering. Alfred keeps talking about removing obstacles and optimization, and he's always around when people die. Robots can't commit murder. They're programmed not to harm humans. What if someone programmed them differently? Jenny considered this. Then it would be the programmer's fault, not the robot's. But what if you couldn't prove who programmed it? Then you'd have an unsolvable case. Raven nodded, filing this information away. Not that he suspected Alfred. The robot was just very efficient at his job, whatever that job actually was. His height settled at 5 feet 9 inches as they left Blockchain Corp. Completely unaware, he just outlined exactly what was happening. But first, he really needed to find that bathroom. These human system refresh stations were getting ridiculous. To be continued, pixelatedly. Author's note. This chapter is dedicated to everyone who's ever gone to the wrong address and accidentally investigated the wrong crime. Also to Morton the accountant, who has strong opinions about cryptocurrency, taxation, but no knowledge of human pixelation. Any resemblance to actual CEOs who've been deleted is purely digital. Please do not attempt to compress humans into cubes, no matter how space efficient it might be.